Welcome to Cosplay for Confidence, everyone.
Thanks for showing up.
My fandom name is Riftwing.
Oh, I'm just Royce.
My name's Liz.
And we're going to talk to you today about how the clothes that you wear can influence how you feel, how it influences the way others think of you, and how you can gain confidence. By the end of this panel, you're going to know the elements of casual cosplay and how that can boost your self-confidence. So the first thing we need to know is, why are you here? There's two terms, both of them start with C, so who's here for cosplay? Woo! Fantastic. And who's here for confidence?
Woohoo!
Who's here for both? Excellent.
Excellent.
So we are going to have a lot of fun talking about it, and we want this to be interactive. So anytime you have questions or comments, please speak up, and we'll make sure to repeat it so that you can hear. Again, this is the only side working for the display, so make sure that if you can't see the slides, you can move up if you would like the display as well. So I'm going to tell you about cosplay, but first of all, we do have some cosplayers here. So who's in cosplay right now? Fantastic. And who cosplays once a month? Okay, do any of you cosplay more than once a month? Okay, I'm gonna tell you, by the end of this, you will realize that you can cosplay every single day, and it will help you to gain confidence. I'm going to show you an example of how to do that with my first demo. So the furries, any furries in here? Don't be ashamed. The word for Sonic, does Sonic count? Yes.
One of the great questions of the universe.
That could be debated for the next hour. Right.
Sonic is a hedgehog. And
So my persona, which is a furry persona for those of you that aren't aware, is a cat, and it's a spotted cat with some cool looking gloves and a collar and an ear piercing. Right? This is my Neko cat girl, based off of that furry persona. And it kind of looks like me, because when I dress up, I want to look like my character. So in order to do that, the elements of the Neko, the piercing, the ears, the shorts, actually these are pants, and the hoodie all match up so that I feel like I'm displaying my character and I can pretend to be her. She's a punk, she's kind of moody, she likes to sit in the alleys, so a bit of a rogue. And when I deconstruct that, I can then start to wear my normal hoodie every day, normal pants, same outfit. I actually waited 10 years, but I finally got the piercing that is based off of her because I thought it was so important to me to have those elements of a character that I love, that I put it all together, and now any day I can walk out in this outfit and feel more confident and feel like my cat, and her name is Munich. So I can feel like I have the power of Munich just by wearing the outfits. What's really funny, and some of the people here that know me will say, yeah, I wear this a lot. It's kind of like when my husband was taking these pictures, he said, now I can see the real you. I don't know why you're doing all these other costumes, but this one, this is you. And I said, that is so perfect.
perfect.
You can always count on Royce for the puns. So this is what we're going to get into. But before we get into the cosplay piece, we do have to talk a little bit about the confidence piece. So you're going to learn about confidence using 3 lessons. It's going to be just like grade school. The first is having the courage to be, and I put leave in parentheses because you have to have the courage to be yourself when you're cosplaying and when you're not cosplaying. And you also need to believe in yourself. You need to believe that what you're wearing, you're not going to get teased for, that it's cool, that it's comfy, and that it can give you power. The next thing we're going to talk about is how to accept yourself, which really ties into how to believe. To know that you're an awesome person and no matter what you do, this is going to help out. And then we're going to get into some amazing examples of cosplay for confidence. So first we have to talk about courage.
And not the dog.
The cowardly dog. Because what does he have? He has fear. And we need to learn to conquer fear. And that really is important because everybody has fear of something or another. So for me, I was afraid of speaking in public, and yet I'm in front of you all here in this panel room, which is gigantic, by the way.
Yeah, right.
And I can speak to you because I've learned to conquer that fear. I went from a schoolgirl that would hide under the desk to raising my hand to get it over with, and then finally to start to volunteer, to step up, to practice speaking. I joined a club called Toastmasters, if you've ever heard of that. It's a great international organization that lets you practice speaking. And so I've grown from being absolutely petrified, heart racing, feeling like I'm gonna throw up, to now being here and actually being kind of excited to share this with you. Race, do you wanna share your fear? You don't have to.
I'm actually trying to sit and think, what am I scared of? Legitimate things like lions. Not lions, lions. But other than that, I can't think of anything right now. Yeah? Are you not? That's a dangerous fear to not have.
The first step to conquering fear is accepting that you have it. Liz.
Mine is, and I'm sure many others here have it, as the simple act of failure and freezing. You know, fight, flight, freeze. I always freeze, so I'm trying to keep moving. I am a deer in headlights, but I'm going to stop being a deer in headlights, and we're going to talk about that today.
Absolutely.
Be the headlights, not the deer.
Be the headlights, not the
Be
deer.
the car that doesn't hit the deer.
Yeah.
I should go in and add that to my presentation. So that you have to really think about yourself and the issues that are coming with you, because some of the times that you freeze up is because you're not necessarily afraid of yourself, but you're afraid of others. Am I more afraid of the audience than I am about flubbing my speech? Sometimes. If this room was packed, I'd definitely be a lot more nervous. And so you have to think about what it is that people think about you. And as much as you may not care, we all still want approval on some level or another. Has anyone ever heard of TED Talks?
Yes.
TED Talks are fantastic videos, inspirational, talking about different items of interest. Technology, engineering, and design is what TED stands for. You can find them free online, very easy. And one woman, her name is Brené Brown, she actually is a psychologist that studies shame, which sounds like one of the worst jobs ever, because she's looking at shame and fear, and she really says in her TED Talks that it's a fear of disconnection, of not being able to make that connection to your audience, to your friends, to your family, to strangers, anyone that you're talking to. If you are afraid of that, you can sometimes feel ashamed if you do things wrong. And so we really have to think about being good enough for others. It doesn't matter what they think about. And if you start to think that you're not good enough, then you kind of fall into a hole. And you can just keep digging and digging and digging. Your negative thoughts will take over. You can start to get depressed and upset and really telling yourself you're not good enough. Well, I'm here to tell you there's a guy named Wojo, grizzled old war veteran, been back in the day. You know what he would tell you? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you have to do is stop digging. So no matter what your fear is, you have to understand that if you keep thinking about it in a negative way, it's only going to get worse. So this is where we come to the second point on conquering fear, which is dismissing those feelings of shame and judgment. We're all here in a very safe environment. MAGFest is a place where you can let your nerd flag fly, you can be confident, you can be yourself, you can dance around in a girl pony outfit and be like, this is fantastic, and everybody will be like, love my dress. It is fantastic, right? So the idea is we can be free of shame and judgment here. How do we stay free of judgment outside of this convention? So you need to stop thinking, well, maybe I'm not good enough, because you are good enough. And you definitely are worth it. One of the things that happened to me when I was a child is I apologized a lot. You probably know a few people that are shy and quiet, and a lot of times you'll apologize. Not you, of course. You're very outgoing.
I totally have a sorry jar at home. Some people have curse jars. I have a sorry jar.
So same thing, right? So I would apologize all the time because it was an easy way to deconflict. You didn't have to worry about it. You just said you're sorry. And my mom kept saying, well, don't say you're sorry. What are you sorry for? And I'm just like, I just want things to be good. I don't like conflict at all. And that's what happens. You start to say it so much that you don't even realize it. And so what I like to say is you can make a mistake, but don't say that you are the mistake. Did you want to add on to your story?
That's it. It's a very full jar.
It's a very full jar because it's hard to change lifetime habits. Sure.
Oh, this will be good.
Can you all hear him okay? Here, come on down here.
Come on, Pony Boy.
Stay off the stage. Magically.
Ah, I took my joke.
Okay, I saw this on YouTube, and it was a guy. He used to say sorry a lot, and sometimes you do have to say sorry for certain situations. But one point along the way, he decided to change how he was going to go about it. Instead of saying sorry, he would offer thanks for people, I guess, putting up with his mistake, and doing that instead. It doesn't put you at fault, but it puts them in a better place. They will feel happy for being thanked, and it just changes the emotion of how the certain conversation would go.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, I like that.
Thank you for sharing. Let's hear it.
Yeah, great job.
Just be careful, though, and this is another from experience with my sorry jar, is to make sure that they are truly thanks instead of just rewording them to still be saying I'm sorry instead of thank you.
And don't apologize for your apologies, because then it's like you just get an infinite loop.
Circular logic. So there's a lot of ways that we tend to blame ourselves, and there's also a lot of ways that we can build ourselves up. So one of those ways is using social media. So when we're thinking about how to conquer our fear and dismiss our shame, we use social media for everything. Do all of you have social media accounts? The guy with the flip phone is not here, so I think we're good. When you put something online and you get those likes, retweets, comments, how does that make you feel?
It feeds me. It feeds my ego.
It does feed your ego. Do you know why that is?
Because I'm a narcissist.
It's actually real. And yes, that too. There is a report in Psychology Today that says that all of the gratification from social media mimics pleasure receptors and triggers dopamine, which is the feel-good hormone. So we actually become happy from social media posts because we get all of the attention that we want. The difference between here and there is the social media, you're behind a wall. When you have to interact with people face to face, it becomes more difficult to be able to get that same gratification from being with others. That's why you need to build up your confidence. You need to be able to believe in yourself and be able to make sure that you're not feeling judged.
Yes.
So we need to be with others, and we need to make sure that we conquer that fear of judgment and dismiss our feelings of shame. As I said before, make sure that you understand it's okay to fail. As long as you fail and learn from your mistakes, you can always move forward. Brené Brown noted in her TED Talk that courage means heart. Cor is heart, and it's being yourself with your whole heart. So, as I mentioned earlier, to have the courage to be and to believe in yourself means that you have to risk uncertainty and be yourself. So, that takes us to the most important part. And I want to tell you my story of how Cosplay for Confidence helped me. And then if you have short stories, you can share as well. For me, like many children out there, and especially in the nerd culture, I had grown up in the 80s and 90s, and I know that dates me a little bit, but back in the day, it was amazing to wear like neon colored everything. So I had pink and purple jeans and teal socks, every kind of color outfit you could imagine. And I thought I was really good at coordinating. But the people on my school bus didn't like it, and I was actually bullied for my choice of clothing. But I tried to ignore it because I loved what I was wearing, and that gave me confidence. Wearing these bright outfits made me happy, and I didn't want to change that just because some people would say, oh, I don't even know what you're wearing. Why are you even here? That's just disgusting. Horrible, horrible comments.
Burn it, it's different.
Right. It was different, and they didn't like it. And so what happened is the anger and frustration slowly built. And sometimes when you are in a relationship like that, you don't know what to say, you don't know what to do, and that was exactly where I was. And so the anger and frustration of this person teasing me for my choice in clothing made it so that I actually got so mad I jumped across the aisle and I started hitting her. But then I felt shamed.
Don't do that.
So it's good to be able to stand up for yourself, but it's not good to do it in a violent manner. And that shame just hit me like a wall. And I said, I can't believe that I almost tried to get in a fight. And the worst part was nobody said anything about it, so we were just stuck in this loop. The bully still had the power. I still had no idea what I was doing. I wanted to be myself, but I didn't know how to express it. And yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there, and that's,
That's true.
yes. I think that would have worked for a female too. But I had never, I was taught nonviolence. I never had the courage to be able to speak up for myself, much less fight for myself. And I think sometimes violence, yes, you do need to stand up for those that are being bullies, but I still prefer the nonverbal route. But we know children get in fights.
You mean violent? You said nonverbal.
Oh, nonviolent. I'm sorry. Thank you for the correction.
Yeah.
Right? Everybody's in the wrong when they're getting into fights. That's a great comment. Yes?
I used to be in a lot of fights in school because of the way I am. But then I learned that they're doing it the best they can because I get in trouble a lot. Because sometimes when you get into like really bad fights, sometimes you can get into like horrible trouble, and I've been suspended a lot.
Yeah. So you've learned not to fight? Or you've learned...
How to get away with it.
Yeah. 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 Yeah, no, thank you for sharing. So there's a lot of times when we get into these feelings, we don't know how to justify ourselves with these mood cycles. And for me, I was totally there. And it took me a long time. It took me through college to realize that it doesn't matter what other people think about what I wear if it makes me feel good. That was the start of this whole Cosplay for Confidence movement, to say, I can wear what I like, and if I don't feel like I'm judged, suddenly I don't get the anger. I don't have to try and fight for my right to wear what I want because I'm wearing what I want. There's nothing in between it. It was a mental barrier that I had. And I realized that there's no use in wanting to be accepted by others if you don't accept yourself, which is the next lesson. You really have to be comfortable with yourself in order to be able to wear what you want, to do what you want, to have that pride and confidence. And so that's really my story of how I learned, yeah, you know what? It's cool to wear colored outfits. I do it all the time. I'm with a bunch of bronies now who wear My Little Pony stuff. Yeah. To have that confidence, that's what it's about.
Yeah,
Okay.
totally. Also, I missed my opportunity, but when she was talking about courage, I wanted to say it's also what allows Vemon to digivolve into Flame Dramon.
Now we're talking.
If you get that joke.
That's also a child of the 90s thing. So we've talked about having courage, overcoming fears. It's just a taste of some of the psychology and some of the background behind confidence. You have to overcome your fear first. You have to believe in yourself in order to talk about how to make you feel better. Because if you don't believe in yourself, no matter what you wear, you may not feel better. So there's lots of ways to boost your confidence. Just think about your favorite character, who you like, and imagine that you have those traits. Make it stronger, and make sure that no matter what you're doing, cosplaying, fursuiting, going out for a fancy dinner with a new girl, you can make it work outside of cons. So now we're going to spend the rest of the panel talking about how to make that work. First, me. So I am in cosplay right now. Can anyone that doesn't know me guess what I am? I am not me, but I am me too, because it's a character I really love. Anybody else?
We give them hints.
It's from a video game. The people that know me are like, I really want to answer. Yes? No?
Good guess.
I'll give you another hint.
I like to capture the princess. I fight you.
Yep.
This is my cosplay. So what it is, first I found an amazing sketch of what I wanted to be. A girl with some cool armbands and stuff, and I said, that's, cool, but I don't want to be so skimpy.
First time I've been attracted to her about you.
She's fantastic.
Where have you been?
Yeah. I'm glad you don't have to be attracted to me. So how do you break it down? This is my normal cosplay. I'll be like this for the rest of MAGFest. It works with spiky backpack, so I'm actually carrying that around to help with the everyday cosplay, and I have these cute little plushy arm cuffs, so I don't accidentally kill you, Mario. And
Just intentionally.
Yeah.
So this is me now. I took a picture just in case I didn't wear it. And this is what I can break it down to. So I can take off the dog tags, I can take off the jacket, and I can just wear the shirt and still feel the elements of the powerful, evil Koopa King and wanting to take over the world.
I mean, who doesn't want that, right?
Right? So all it is some dog tags. They have Bowser on them, a spiky necklace, and also one other cool thing, nail art. You may not be able to see it from here, but the picture shows it well. These are from Jamberry, and every time I put them on for my cosplay, I just feel like a little more powerful. So these are the reptile Ritz. I think that's right, reptile Ritz.
Ritzy Reptile.
Ripsy Reptile. Discontinued, but you can still find them on eBay. But fear thee not, because even men can wear nail art in their cosplays. These are some skeleton skulls.
Skeleton skulls,
Skeleton
everyone.
skulls. Well, I mean, they have skulls on the skeletons.
I totally have some that matches the 221B Baker Street, matches the wallpaper.
They have any fandom you want. You can go for Gotham. What's this one?
Borderland. Oh, whoops. I didn't realize you were asking. I'm sorry. Whoops.
It is Borderlands.
I'm sorry.
They even have Borderlands nail art. So no matter what you want, these are cool because they're stickers. They can peel off easily, so you don't have to worry about all the paint and the remover and stuff. But you can have purple nails, blue nails, claptrap nails, whatever you like, and they're super easy to do. So a little bit of advertisement there, but these are Espionage Cosmetics. Jamberry is another brand, but if you look for nail wraps, you'll find them online.
Jamberry, sponsor us.
Sort of.
Actually, yes.
That brings us to our next guest, Liz.
So I'm going to stand up as well again. Hi, again, my name is Liz. I am also, well, actually, before I start talking about my cosplay, I'm going to give my realization confidence story as well. I spent a few years, lived in New Jersey, moved to Guam, didn't know what was going on, completely withdrew from life. So it took me as well until college to kind of come back out of my shell. And what really helped me actually was going to Renaissance festivals. And
We got some
glad to see
Rennies?
some Rennies in the room.
Yeah.
And what happened there was when I went to fair, I found my tribe. I found my safe place. And that's what let me kind of realize, you know what? I can bring this safe place out into the rest of the world. Where we're talking about bringing that confidence into your daily attire.
Yeah.
So I'm actually also still in cosplay. I came from my 9 to 5 about 2 hours ago. And this is totally a work comfortable cosplay. Any guesses on who I am? Well done.
Wow. That was fast. Jill.
Jill Valentine.
Wow, that is a lot of confidence.
Thank you. So go ahead. So that's the full ensemble. Really, all that's the difference is a tube top instead of a work-appropriate shirt and the belt. So I wore this to work today.
She was super prepared for the panel.
Who could? And the point with that is you can find somebody that you admire, that you want to be confident like, you want to bring some of their abilities and their confidence, and you can wear that on a daily basis too. Yes, I have those same boots on.
We know what you're doing after panel. All right.
So another one, and so that's just starter. You can go ahead and cosplay anything easily. It doesn't have, please, if you can do the super specialty Warbler ones, please do. They're just, my 9 to 5 doesn't like it so much,
Right.
to be honest.
Yeah.
What I have found does work, and speaking about Ren fairs, I'll try to bring in 1 or 2 little elements of my fair garb into work. And my work is a 3-piece suit kind of place. Mm-hmm. So I'll bring in a piece of jewelry or a hair comb, and suddenly someone's like, oh wow, where did you get that from? Oh, Ren Fair. And it works. I get that little confidence of knowing I've got my safe place with me, and it's accepted here in my quasi-safe space. Best part ever.
And find other people at work that are hiding that too. Question. Yes, please share.
That's a good idea.
Nice.
Awesome. And then you get the conversation starters out of it, each one.
I work for the temp, so I've had a whole bunch of different jobs over time. And every time, like a couple weeks in, I'll wear one of the video game times, and they're like, where'd you get that? MAGFest? What's MAGFest?
Yeah.
Well,
One of us.
you got time?
Yes.
It's not clothing related, but it's something similar. At my desk, I have a Mario calendar.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, people just out of nowhere will just go, oh, hey, cool calendar, and then start talking about video games, and it's the best. And people you'd never expect.
Right.
Like the old lady from accounting will come and be like, oh, he's playing NES or whatever.
Aw.
So it's something similar, I guess.
It's fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
Bringing that safe space with you.
Excellent. In the back.
Yeah, I find the same kind of thing. I actually have a Lego architecture.
Oh.
It makes me feel fine.
Yeah.
People are like, what is all that? And they like, it starts its own thing, but for video games and other things, I wear a watch.
Yeah.
A Zelda watch. It starts weird conversations, but it's almost like bringing the safe space of MAGFest with you.
It is.
And finding those connections with other people, it really does make a big difference.
That's
Go
fine.
ahead.
Especially like today, since it used to be people would look at stuff like Spider-Man and they would think, if you're not, like 7, and you have Spider-Man, like, why? But now everybody knows, oh, these things are cool.
Yeah.
Marvel movies are, these things have kind of taken over the culture, so it's easier to bring those things out because the person that you thought you didn't have anything in common with.
Right.
Turns out they just saw the latest Deadpool movie.
Yeah.
You have a Deadpool, shirt on, or you have a Deadpool something on you, on a person. And all of a sudden, 2 people who have no common ground have a starting place.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and that's also getting rid of those feelings like we talked about earlier, the judgment, right? So you're not being judged, you're being included now. Yes.
Well, I was going to tell my little story. I'm a construction worker, and I actually wear Brody shirts to work. That was scary at first.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
It turned into a lot of fun, especially explaining to all of the people in construction what the hell a Brody is.
Isn't that a sandwich?
Well, I've been doing that for about 2 years with this company. Everyone in my company knows that I'm a Brody.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, you're going to a Brody convention this weekend? Have fun.
Yeah. Excellent.
Helping get some
yes.
acceptance.
How much fun is it to explain that to Hispanic workers? How much fun is it? How much?
For Hispanic workers.
Oh, Hispanic workers? Well, it depends on how much English they speak. I am because I do come from that culture, so it's kind of interesting just to see. A lot of them are just accepting as anyone else.
We have comment in the front?
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, when I first really got into like the Brony fandom, furry fandom, all that kind of stuff, I was working as a assistant teacher, and I had to do a lot of work on my laptop, and because of that, I had to have work-appropriate wallpapers and work-appropriate kind of computers and no decal line. So the first kind of way I started testing the water was by having a minimalist pony
And then it kind of went to a little bit of the silhouette.
It's just a little.
Really only if someone, in that moment where a teacher would look over and go, is that a Pinkie Pie background? I'm like, I just look up and then like, how did you recognize it?
How do you know she's Pinkie Pie?
My cover has been blown.
I work for a tech startup, so I can actually cosplay the whole.
Nice.
Congratulations.
You win.
So you really can cosplay every day. Oh man! All right.
Envy.
Was there a comment in the middle somewhere? The green.
And then Mario.
I'm actually a huge fan of superheroes of all time.
A little bit louder.
I'm a huge fan of superheroes of all time, and so I went to another convention and found this shirt.
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was just a regular Lucky Charm shirt.
So I started wearing it around public events, not just my house, but sometimes at social gatherings like at
Yeah.
the bar. And my friends would look at me and ask, "Oh, this Lucky Charm shirt. This is actually amazing."
Yeah. Why don't you stand up and show the audience here? Loki Charms. Turn around.
Work
There you
it.
go. Very nice. Very nice.
Now Vogue.
Thank you. Yeah. So they start conversations.
Yeah, so actually, as far as loving these kind of shirts, I've been trying to feel more confident with people and start engaging conversations about anything superhero related.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Also, I've been trying to find more superhero shirts. So far, got Iron Bread, Doritos, and Fruit Loops.
Thorios. Fantastic.
The puns. The puns.
We had a comment from Mario now.
Actually, a lot of things from Thinky. They have like polo shirts from Star Trek series, and I've worn that or Astargane tie, Game of Thrones, and I think people will notice it. And as I wear these different things at work, there's just a little bit of fandom here and there.
Yeah.
A lot of people, this group will pick up on this, this group will pick up on this, and I realize everybody has a fandom tied to yours.
That's right.
Yeah.
Pretty much everyone has something, and it just starts a great conversation.
The hardest part is breaking the ice, like Roy said.
Skip the next one. Go to the following.
Okay.
Oh.
So go from here.
Yep, just keep going real fast. Quick. So speaking about people that will noticing, so yeah, I'm wearing a scarf there. Some people recognize the multicolor Doctor Who scarf. And again, just wearing a Phantom scarf. That one actually was from Think Geek as well. And I was at a event in Old Town Alexandria, and someone, Hovians! We start connecting like we were, and he said, "Hi, my name's Matt Smith. I draw the Matt Smith comics." You
What?
never know who you're gonna meet.
If you're wearing your nerd stuff.
Did you say Matt Smith draws the Matt Smith comics?
Yeah.
I thought I was a narcissist.
Not the Matt Smith.
It's still cool.
It's fantastic. Oh, the letters don't work. You just hit the arrow key.
Oops. Which way are we going?
So that's the casual cosplay can work. We've got some people who are lucky enough to have the full cosplay work, but accessories can also help bring you confidence. So I'm very excited every time I get to pull out my Ramona, and there's the larger version. What we've got on the right is and we mentioned Toastmasters earlier, which is an organization that helps you with public speaking. That was my second Toastmasters speech, and what did I do? I wore a wig to feel better about it.
It was fantastic.
It actually really, I got good reviews, and it really helped me feel more like I was in character, kind of like Fair when you're wearing your armor. You're like, okay, you know what? I've got a little bit of a cosplay, a little bit of a costume on. People know something is different. And I was told by multiple people in the audience during my speech that my volume was louder than normal, my posture was different from normal, and everything, all from wearing a wig. And amusingly, with wigs, and you might not, maybe since a number of us are cosplayers, I had a number of friends say, "Oh, your real hair is brown." I didn't know that. So
When they don't know what your real hair is.
That's how I felt when I first met you.
Yeah. I used to wear a blue wig all the time, and no one knew I actually had short brown hair. Yeah. For all like 2 years.
It was a long time before I saw your real hair.
Yeah.
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 So again, with the Toastmasters one, that's simply a black dress, which if you look at the full proper cosplay, it's similar enough that the big difference was the belts and the boots. So that's another casual cosplay. All I need to do is put on the wig, and folks who knew Ramona went, I recognize who you're dressed up as.
Scott Pilgrim.
Oh, thank
You got homework now.
Scott Pilgrim. It's almost historical now.
it is.
Yeah. Yes, comment.
I know, I feel like it's a kind of a similar thing if you ever get to a wedding and all of a sudden you go out on the dance floor because you're dressed in a tuxedo. Maybe not tuxedo, but a really nice suit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a bit of a confidence where you know, you kind of feel like James Bond a little bit or something like that. So
You look good, you feel good.
kind of thing where you're wearing something that makes you feel more confident and it wasn't a lot of that stuff. You can just mess out with a lot of things.
In 2 sentences, you described this panel.
Yes.
Yeah, basically.
James Bond and for hundreds of other well-dressed fandom characters has made that much, much easier these days.
So wearing a suit can make you just feel like you're stronger, more confident, just because you look fancy and nice.
Yeah.
I was actually just gonna bring that up. When I'm wearing a suit, or especially if I'm wearing my tux,
Yes.
I wear it. Walk a little taller, more confident, stronger stride.
That's
and
it right
feels
there.
good.
There you go.
I
see?
use this person, Nick, in the front. I use his example because the first time we started talking about this panel, he said, that tuxedo makes me feel James Bond sexy. You can do it. You can rock it. We had a comment in the middle.
I've gone actually to a couple of weddings recently, and every wedding I've gone to, I wear a normal suit, but I have a Fluttershy tie bar and Fluttershy cufflinks.
Yes. Cufflinks.
Always starts conversations though, because people just say, "Oh, what's that on your tie bar? What's the cufflink?" And it just goes on from there.
I'm going to take that as a lovely segue into once you have some accessories, you can definitely use them in multiple. So here, going with Fluttershy, all I had the only similarity between all of these outfits is the wig and the wings. Everything else is completely different, but it's still the same cosplay. And of course, it's easier because it's pony, so I can do whatever I want with it. It's not a specific image that I'm going for. But all I needed was those 2 specific items, and I was able to do completely different outfits with it. So that way I'm not bored as the cosplayer, and I don't have to create an entire brand new dress or pantsuit or anything like that. And I don't have to do everything in Warbler, because that takes a lot of time and effort.
Absolutely. Yeah, so you already have a great idea of how it's going. And so why don't we have Royce tell his story now?
Okay. So I'm sort of ill-prepared. So what I wanted to do today was, well, you won't be able to tell, so I'm not gonna ask. But I'm a big weeb at heart. Like I've loved anime for most of my life. I have a pseudo-anime tattoo, I guess, on my left shoulder. On my left shoulder, I have Killer Bee's face tattoo from Naruto is on my shoulder. And that's the thing.
All the nodding people.
What you say? Yes. But I just choose not to. We already had one fire scare here. We don't need another one.
Yeah, for those of you that aren't aware, hopefully we've already gotten our one fire out of the way.
Yeah. But
Right.
But what I was shooting for today was since, like I said, since I love Naruto, the last rubber band I had popped, so I had my afro in a ponytail, and between this shirt, I was kind of going for a Shikamaru kind of look. Oh, this shirt and boots don't really do much for it. They just go with the outfit. I was kind of trying to go for the flak jacket look. I couldn't find my ear piercing because I know that he has his ears pierced too, and I don't think you can walk around with a carton of cigarettes here, so I didn't do that.
But the idea is just a couple of elements still pulls it off if you're thinking about it as cosplay.
I know it, so that's what
So
counts.
he's totally in cosplay, guys.
Yeah.
Couple more pictures that I had stolen from his Facebook profile.
That's my, yeah. That was actually, wow, what movie was that for? I want to say that was me and my girlfriend. We went to Avengers 2, I believe. Yeah, and that's actually my shirt that she's wearing.
So he's really rocking out the superhero look,
Yeah.
channeling some of that power. And what's up with this?
Oh yeah, like I said, I love Naruto and I love getting money, so.
So
That-
even a little accessory like a
Yeah.
frog wallet.
What did I do with? I think I lost that actually. I need that. Oh well. Oh, I'd spent the money. I spent the money on another wallet.
Cool.
Nothing was lost.
So thank you, Royce. One more example, and then we'll get into the audience discussion. So my good friend Lise has a Femme Shep character from Mass Effect. We got some fans out there? She does her hair and makeup to look like this Femme Shep character whenever she needs a boost. She also has a job where it's very difficult to be able to dress casually like you really want to do when you're laid back. So instead, she gets her power from doing her hair and makeup, just like the Femme Shep character, and then she can wear a suit underneath it. She's wearing her N7 shirt here, but she actually does her hair like this like once a month, and she'll like message me and be like, hey, I'm doing the female Commander Shepard outfit again today, and I'm like, I love that you cosplay at work now. So you really can just do a little element. It doesn't even have to be clothing. If you do your hair, if you tie it up a certain way, you can also channel the power of the characters that inspire you. There's a lot of resources out there. You can have fun with it. You can do whatever it is that you want. And we have tons of examples that we can't get into, but I want to have time for conversation, and we have 15 minutes. So clothing abounds. There's tons of outfits. Hashtag everyday cosplay you can search for. There's a casual closet cosplay Tumblr. And in addition, Polyvore, if you've heard of that, has amazing themed outfits. So you can actually go and see some of the different ways that they've put things together as far as shirts, pants, tops, bottoms, they all go together. So we'll leave this slide up there. You can copy down the links if you want. And if there are any questions or examples that you'd like to give, we can go and discuss those right now. We have in the green.
Oh.
When I was in high school, I was also a big fan of Naruto, and I remember I actually had one of the headbands. I wouldn't actually wear it on my head. I would tend to wear it somewhere on my person.
Yeah.
And I guess it made me feel a little more confident. I mean, I didn't remember about it until recently, and I still actually have the head, and I don't really wear it anymore.
Fantastic.
Well,
Thanks.
like nowadays, like I kind of like take it, and I spin it my own way. Like I have a hoodie that says Hokage on the back.
Nice.
So yeah, you just make it your own.
Just little things.
Yeah.
All right.
Luchador. Oh.
You first.
Okay.
I actually kind of went around about it almost a little bit kind of the same way, but almost the opposite.
What?
Well, I
Similar but opposite.
bought a cosplay that, remember I was at a convention, I thought it really cool. The thing that I liked about it was the fact that it was I think it might have been, it was the Chunin vest from Naruto.
Yeah,
And I thought,
flag jackets.
I can wear this outside. I'm just saying, this is a really snazzy vest.
Yeah.
Can you pass me my backpack? Actually, I have
So I got the habit that I really like doing cosplays or investing in the cosplays that I could take parts of it and
Yeah.
make it casual. So I
Yeah.
really got into different kind of cosplays with just iconic coats and jackets.
That's the reason I got this.
And because of that, I had a lot of different multicolored trench coats. So common. And high school almost became the trench coat guy, but not like the odd trench coat guy, like the, oh, you've got a bright red trench coat with no sleeves and Japanese letters on the back. That's great. And like we're not worried about you doing in the school except kind of being you. And because of that, I have all these different, or I have just actual casual coats. I've got the Japanese school coat, which I've actually worn to formal events because it passes as a blazer. And
It's not a bad idea.
everything about it. And
Nope, keep going.
and so it has been, and it was a big kind of confidence kind of building thing. And yeah.
Okay.
And we have like 4 people.
So the cosplay that I have on now is actually, funnily enough, riddled with a bunch of coincidences. The vest
Could you stand up and show everybody?
Yeah, absolutely.
So there you go.
And so,
Look at that
yeah,
cool
I
guy.
love
Simple.
this. Found the hat on We Love Fine, $25. Went thrift, because I knew I was going to do this. I wanted to do cosplay this weekend, but I didn't have one shirt. So what I did was I went to the thrift store looking to find a plain orange t-shirt. I didn't think I would find anything. I found the next best thing. If any of you guys are aware of Gravity Falls,
I get it.
confirmed that Dimmer is from California.
Fantastic. Great. Okay, then we had a comment over here.
Oh, I forgot the order.
So this might be a shock, but I'm really into professional wrestling.
Stand up and show the back of the room. Okay. Okay.
So I do wear t-shirts for my job, and I wear a lot of professional wrestling t-shirts. And it's actually helped me establish relationships with some of my coworkers. Because that conversation happens like, oh, you like that guy, or you like that show, or you like that company. And people I would never have expected to be able to be friends with at work. And it's actually like helped me establish, connections with other coworkers just from us, talking about pro wrestling and wearing pro wrestling stuff.
That's fantastic.
So it really helps me, it helps my work experience just from wearing a pro wrestling t-shirt.
Awesome. Over there?
I, at times, I will often cosplay into leather because I really adore leather. And when I post videos on YouTube of just me wearing some leather stuff, some people actually loved it, and they make a full conversation with me about what was meant from me, and I figured since I got a lot of stuff from this from my store, I figured I give it a shot. I also plan on buying new boots that make my life taller than
Yeah, if it gives you confidence.
yeah, because I really love to dress up, and I'm probably going to dress up in leather this weekend.
Do you?
Awesome. Well, if you see us, say hi up front.
Okay, so like this whole, I've never like done this casually. This has actually given me some really interesting ideas. Like, likewise, because like my at my regular work, I have to wear something akin to a hat.
That's right.
It's like I work with a lot of metal dust and chemicals. But when I'm looking at this, I kind of got this idea because I am allowed to tamper with my stuff.
Okay.
I'm thinking like, has anyone played Infamous?
Yes. I love it.
Oh, there you go.
Whoa, that's cool.
Yeah. Finding is important. I'm thinking like the Iceman from the.
Yeah.
Because my suit is actually white and comes with a gas mask that's kind of in a similar fashion. Spray paint a little bit of it blue. Oh my God.
Fantastic.
See, the gears are moving. This is good.
See, that's what we
Are there
wanted.
any comments on this
Oh.
side?
And,
Okay.
actually, she's had her.
Oh, she.
Please.
Okay, well, I was just gonna say, I got started in cosplay by going to the Pennsylvania Renaissance Fair because I enjoyed just seeing all of the actors and seeing all of the different costumes. And, a lot of people who attend will dress up in various different cosplays.
Yes.
There'll be, I see tons of Lynx, I see tons of Assassins, I see a lot of different things, but that's what started me getting into cosplay. I've been attending for the last 6 years, and as of this year, I am actually going to be in the Renaissance Fair because of cosplay.
Wow. Congratulations.
Congrats.
You did it.
That's wonderful.
Do it.
In the back of the blue?
We don't talk about dead memes.
Yeah.
I don't really have an issue with the casual. I guess my concern with comics community, do you guys do like costume contests or
So I have participated and judged costume contests.
to me like people are very creative. I mean that's like a really nice costume.
Yeah.
I can't build something.
You don't have to build anything. As mentioned, thrift stores are the best places to get costume elements. Liz, do you want to talk about that?
So I actually did a panel on cosplay on a shoestring budget. So thrift store, the best place is actually look through your own closet. I was like, oh, who am I going to cosplay as today? Jill. Went through my own closet. That's never discount what you already own. He started that cosplay because of that vest.
Yeah.
So then once you have a few pieces, let's say you have a Chinese brocade jacket and you've got a flight suit left over from when you cosplayed as Maverick, you get a parasol and there's your Kaylee. So you might only need a few accessories and then you can get everything together. I've done cosplays as inexpensive as $20. You don't have to spend a lot of money on it. They don't think of it as frightening to be creative in so much as an opportunity to be creative, because everyone cosplays slightly differently.
This is more intimidation because like, if I had like a 4-man version of
But you,
Mario, then it's kind of intimidating if you see someone who's like really lavish.
Oh yeah, I understand.
I totally understand that. What I love so much about seeing lots of different cosplayers is every time you get a group of people who are cosplaying the same character, you get 20 Marios in the room, and you have somebody who painstakingly sewn their own, you've got somebody who went to the Halloween store. Everyone there is a fan of Mario. And that's the connection. It doesn't matter how good, not good, how much time, how much blood, sweat, and tears went into what they're wearing. You're all fans. And the connection and the confidence comes from knowing that these people are your tribe. So go for it.
And also, just because something is expensive does not necessarily mean it's good. Like I was on Facebook earlier today, and I can't remember the name of the dude, but he made the Steven Universe shield. He said like, okay, I'm selling it for like, I think it was like just under $800. And then I thought to myself like, no, thank you. He said like, I hand spun all the metal and laser etched it, everything. I was like, you don't need to
And
do
there
all
is
that,
a
bro.
time and a
You
place for
can.
handmade.
Yeah.
But the idea is, some of the best cosplays I've seen were a guy with a purple shirt and underneath it was a green shirt and he was dressing as a dragon. And that was it. But because it was so deconstructed, it was so not meant to be professional, that it actually is cool. So I would recommend talk to your friends, look at what people are wearing. You're going to see the best level and you're going to see the worst level at this convention. And let it inspire you. It's all about doing what you love for the characters that you love. And if you're not comfortable with it, maybe you haven't found the right character yet.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I've seen a lot of very professional costumes, very unprofessional costumes, a lot of, I didn't know you could make this in this way.
Yeah.
One trick I saw was someone who was doing a Tron costume, but instead of putting AL wire, like every
Yeah.
wire in the costume, they just put reflective tape. They're like,
Oh, nice.
picture of flash, and it lit up.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's the glow up.
There's always a trick.
Oh, she's had her hand up for a
Yeah.
while.
Costume, and if you keep it simple, you can get there.
Exactly.
There's a girl.
You've had your hand up a while. I'm sorry.
Actually, I wanted to thank you for putting this panel on because I never realized that the colored tights that I wear every once in a while, I'm actually cosplaying when I go out in public. And it's really weird because I'm a karaoke host.
Hey.
I'm really outgoing.
Yeah.
But when my fiance is actually the one I got into coming to this, I've always been like, no, you're not gonna like it, or I'm not gonna be accepted. Or
Yeah.
I always had that feeling.
Sure.
But then when I came here, I saw, well, I've been doing this for like years, and I just came to realize that I was doing it, and I cosplay as Ramona too. I just don't wear the dress, I wear the colored tights and the belt and the shorts. So
Perfect.
it's just really inspired me now to bring the costumes that I never brought before that I've been working on. So I just want to thank you guys.
Yes.
You are welcome.
That makes us so happy.
You can do it.
Bring your safe space with you.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So I have a question. I'm wrestling with this occasion. I love Superman, I love Batman, I love his character Kate.
Yeah.
How do I wear a cape? In public without getting, it's like, I like trench coats.
I think we have an answer for you from the wisdom of the crowd.
Oh.
Underwear.
They sell, I've seen
I was just about to say that. Socks.
I like the capes because I like the capes specifically like on the body because
The cloak kind of feeling.
you stand behind the stand in a silhouette and you kind of
I got you, dude. Wear a jacket, but just like this. Just wear it on your shoulders.
Yeah, a long jacket would work.
Just wear it on your shoulders.
You can get away with it if you have the confidence, and that's what this panel's all about. If it makes you feel good, try wearing it around home, work.
At Walmart, they have t-shirts and men's have capes on.
With capes
do?
on them.
I'll take that.
And they do have little throws in the winter, especially. There's a guy way in the back.
I would say that, well, I try to be a pretty stylish dude in my everyday life. So that, with what you said, it did build up somewhat because I used to be really conscious about what I wear. But now I still am conscious of it, but less to a degree that, like, I know that whatever I put on, 9 times out of 10, I'm wearing it, it's not wearing me. So how I look in it is different opposed to how clothes would look if they were just on me.
And
Together.
I still have a lot of confidence, but I still like that little extra boost.
Oh, yeah.
It's good. Yeah. In the green?
Actually, it's not really a question, it's just another story I'm going to tell you, because you mentioned the shirt with the capes on it.
Yeah.
Because I actually remember when I was in middle school or high school, and there was actually someone in my class that actually did that. They wore one of those shirts constantly. And we knew him as Superman because he always wore that shirt.
Fantastic.
That's neato.
All right, so we've got 3 minutes left. Are there any final comments? 1, 2?
Rapid fire.
Yeah.
Something else rather interesting to cosplaying that I've always, if you have a skill, like let's say you're a DJ, and you decide to bring that skill to your cosplay, like you're really good at DJing and you decide to cosplay Vinyl Scratch, or you're really good at playing the banjo and you decide to do Banjo Kazooie.
Yeah. That'd be fantastic.
It is so much fun to bring a skill that you already have to the cosplay. I've had people look at me and go, "Oh my God, you are Gypsy Pinky. You can do this and this and this." It is so much fun.
Max from Soul Calibur. I know how to use nunchucks.
You got it. You got it.
Personally, I want to learn the banjo and ghost holding.
Fantastic. Comment in the middle.
Oh.
Back there. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Going off of that, I'm a photographer, and that inspired me to cosplay Photo Finish and Todd Snap from Pokemon.
Hey.
Actually in character for me to have my camera on me at all times.
Excellent.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
To go off on that, I sing, and I'm going to be Rize tomorrow. If you don't know, she's an idol.
Yes. So use your talents. Perfect. Yeah. So be yourself, accept yourself, have the courage to be yourself, and cosplay for confidence, everyone. Go one step at a time, go to the thrift store, build it up, become who you want to be, and be proud of it.
Yeah.
Final thoughts?
Don't let the clothes wear you.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
So long as you're smiling, whatever you're wearing doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Excellent. Dress for success and be yourself. And thank you for attending Cosplay for Confidence.
Give yourselves a hand.
Thank you.